of you here today. Okay, good to see you guys again. Is my voice loud and clear from your side? Okay, all right. So hi. Wow, the chat moves so fast. I cannot really see your name right now. I try to greet some of you here. Okay, all right. Ingrid, hi Shirley, hi Maria. Okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining me on this webinar here today. And today, as the title, I think you already know the moment you register for this webinar, today we're going to talk about nothing but about wealth. All right. So that is the very reason the team actually posted a poll for you to actually to select which are the current state you are in right now, because I think that anything we want to change here, clarity is very important by knowing where we are, right? So, and yeah, thank you all of you here for tuning in. I still see the chat moving right now, so some of you have actually wake up very early in the morning. Okay, cool. So why don't we do something here? Why don't you type where are you from, which country you're in right now? Yeah, type in the chat box right now so I can see. Okay, UK, I see USA, Romania, England, Croatia, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, USA, Switzerland. I like Switzerland. Okay, Australia. Wow, so many of you. Okay, cool. Appreciate that because I know some of you here need to wake up very early in the morning. And how many of you here right now, you are working in the office right now? And because your interest in Chinese metaphysics is so dominating, and then you say you do whatever it takes to attend this. And there's always a benefit from you to work from home. I see a lot of you here work from home, right? Yeah, actually can have two screen. Yeah, so this is okay, this is very convenient. Okay, I see a lot of you actually work from home. Okay, nice. So, and today I'm going to actually tackle one of a very important subject, and it's very relevant, especially pertaining to our current situation right now. And as you can see, the things are getting worse as if you look at India, so in a lot of countries here, they might suspect there's another wave coming in, right? So, and beside of that, we also see a lot of people struggling, financially. How many of you here actually, you knew someone right now that just lost their job? Yeah, and then they're struggling financially right now and they didn't know what to do. Yeah, so, okay, I see a lot of me here, many, all right? So I see some of you saying many, okay. All right, so I share the same share of this. I also have a lot of friends actually come to me, and also some of the clients, they come to me say that they are having tough time due to the economy right now, right? So that is a reason, that is the main reason why I actually talk to the team, and then I say that, hey, why not we do something got to do with wealth, so to help some of you here, not all of you here, some of you here, that actually so you can kickstart back and restart back the process, of actually to create more wealth. So whenever I talking about restarting the process, I'm not talking about the method. So I'm talking more about the restart back the confidence inside. Right, so this is very important, So I think most of you here, I think every one of us here know what to do, right? We just don't do what we know. Do you guys agree? Right, so that is the part that is the hardest to win, right? The internal fear, the internal battle, the confidence to believe that things will work out again for you, So that is the very important, and that is why we use Chinese metaphysics to help us to actually to start winning again. How many of you here you want to start to win again? To make sure the game of wealth is a winnable game. So all of you here, right? So yes, so I want all of you here to get the same interest aligned here, because this session here is not about a topic of discussion, whether wealth or money is important or not, right? So definitely money is important. Right? Otherwise, I wouldn't put the topic about wealth, right? So if some of you here are expecting, when to debate whether money is important or not, like, money, all the rich guy are evil, or money can buy you a house but not a home. If you're interested to get engage in all those philosophical debate about money, yeah, this is not the right session for it. Yeah, so this session here is about for those people who see the importance of money that can actually help you not only transform your own life, but and also able to provide for your family as well, right? So this is the whole. I want all of you here to get aligned. So, are you guys aligned with this or not? Type yes. If you align, yeah. If you're not, then probably this is not the right webinar for you, right? Maybe next time I do another webinar talking about maybe on the spiritual side, they all may be more related to you. Okay, so I still have yes, yes. So which means that you're in the right webinar today, yeah, which is good. And I did actually, the team actually posted a poll just now, right? So and because I don't have the time to actually look at the poll yet, and why not? Yeah, why not all of you here? Yeah, just I want to see from the chat box right now. I did ask you during the poll just now, what is your financial standing right now? And there are three answers to this. So the first one here is you have more than enough. So basically you're rich. So if you belong to that group, type the word A. If you belong to the comfortable group, you type B. And then if you belong to the struggling group, and then you type C. Okay, all right. So I see a lot of B and C, and some of you is A. So if you're A, then maybe this webinar you just listen from the knowledge point of from knowledge point of view. All right. So if you're A, because obviously you don't need more money. Yeah, so probably is a type, maybe you can do, maybe you can contribute to some of those people who need it or whatever you like to do. Yeah, so that part is done. Yeah, mission accomplished. The battle with money is done. So this our seminar here, or this webinar here today, is more to address on the second one, and the third one, which is if you belong to the comfortable, and then if you belong to the struggling part, this will be more related to you, right? So, and let me tell you why. Because if you belong to this comfortable group, right, so I would say, or maybe the middle income group here, so I would say that this thing might change. Do you agree? Right, because you see that there's a huge diverse between the gap, between the rich and the poor. The rich, you see that they have made a lot of money, and then the poor now they're facing a tough time, right? And how about the middle class? Yeah, the middle class now, they are also a time that they can actually lose their job anytime. Yeah, I don't care which company you're working for right now. I actually met a lot of people that even they work in the very established company, right, big company, they still actually got affected, right? So I would say that the middle income is also a huge. This group here will also hugely affected, based on what I read from the chart, the Path chart and the achievement chart, moving forward for the next few years here. Yeah, so if you're the comfortable group here, so I would say it's a time, right? Because when you're comfortable means that you have more time. So it's give you even more reason for you to build a stronger financial foundation, so you can actually withstand all the upcoming storm and turbulence that might actually come. Yeah, it's not ended yet. We are not out of the woods yet, right? Which in fact, there are one wave over another is coming in. Yeah. So and how about the struggling part? The struggling, I saw some of you here. Some of you are jobless right now. Okay. So and also some of you here and still struggling. Maybe you got retrenched or you're looking for a job right now. So this is for those group of people here. Okay. So how do I approach this topic here today? Is about strategy, or about how we actually restart back. Yeah, the thing that maybe we want to reclaim back something we lost, or we want to actually create a breakthrough in our life, right? Because some of us here, maybe you lost the hope already. You say, hey, I'm not able to actually overcome this. Maybe some of you maybe you get someone read your chart, and that person might not know everything about the chart. They might give you some bad advice and then make you even more sad right now, right? So therefore, we're going to actually help you. I try my best. All right, I try my best here to help you, to see. I think the first part here to change any part of our life is start from think differently, right? So think different. Yeah, you must think in a different way. Then only you can create different thought processes, and you lead to certain decision, and then to create certain results, right? So I'll do my best to help you to achieve that through Chinese metaphysics, right? Because this is what I do. For some of you here, probably this is the first time you're seeing me. Yeah, let me just use like 2 minutes, 1 minute or two here to actually introduce myself. My name is Iverson Lee here, and I'm a speaker instructor from Joyup Consulting Group. So every day I actually teach people how to use Chinese metaphysics to improve their life. So I do it via classes, via webinar like you. I also do this via one-to-one consultation. So there is a range of Chinese metaphysics system that I learned, that I discovered that is benefited myself immensely. And it's a time, I think it's a time for me to actually start giving back, start to share to all of you here. And some of you here are, the moment after this session here today, if you knew something that you found it beneficial, I would actually urge you to actually help others as well, right? So spread the light around. Are you guys okay with this? Right? Because this webinar here I'm doing for free, right? It's a giving back to all of you here. And I hope you do the same. All right, spread the light around. Okay, cool, nice. So how do we actually do this today? And before I continue, I want you to get your parter chart ready, right? Because as you know, this session, this webinar here is about Chinese metaphysics, right? So it has to be got to do something about metaphysics, right? So therefore, you need to get your parter chart ready first. So, and so for some of you are very new here, you don't know what is a parter chart. Parter chart is nothing more than the information about you, or you can call this a user manual for you to actually plot your destiny chart. So I just shared on the screen right now the link or the QR code where you can actually use your smartphone right now to scan the QR code, or you just type in the URL. I think the coach also here will type in the URL in the chat box. You just click on it, and then you will actually then your chart will be plotted out. All you need to do is to provide your date of birth and your time of birth and your gender, and then that's it, right? You're all set to go. All right, just take a screenshot of this first, right? So, and some of you say whether this is a Destiny X chart or whatever it is. This one, this is the chart is free parter chart for all of you here, so you don't need to pay for it. You just plot it out, right? So it's a parter chart for you. Okay, so, and I hope you actually do it now. Some of you probably already have it. For some of you who don't, so it's a great time for you to do it right now, because my sharing today, a lot got to do with parter, or maybe Qimeng or Feng Shui. I don't know yet. Right? So it depends what you guys are. I would say I'll try to guesstimate. I try to guess what is your needs here today, right? Because different group of people, they have different flavor, right? So I try my best based on the comments here. I try to actually see which one I'm going to share more, right? Because some of you probably, if you've seen my webinar before, or you actually learned from me before, many of you here are my students before. You learn from me. Some of the classes could be Yijing, could be period 9. Okay, wow, thank you. Thank you for your support. Right, so, and I actually prepared more than required. Actually, when I actually teaching a 2 days class, I actually have like a 10 days of contents. I didn't tell you this, right? So therefore, I actually depends on how is the flow go. So based on some intuition as well, because I always, whenever I share something, I always ask myself this question: how can I able to make the biggest impact to all of you here, right? Every point of time, because all of you here come from different country, right? Some of you barely waking up right now, right? You actually, you need the coffee to sustain your concentration. I appreciate that. So I always ask myself, because I only have probably 1 or 2 hours here, so this kept me thinking. So because I received some of the question asking me, Iverson, right? What subject are you going to share with you today? I cannot answer. Right, so it's actually based on the flow or your response here, and then also some of you also asking about is it a beginner sharing or intermediate sharing? How many of you here are interested or whether it's a beginner or intermediate? I also don't know how to answer that question to you. Let me tell you why. Because what I'm sharing right now is about one thing. It's about whether it's useful or not. Right? So whether it's intermediate or beginner, to me is no difference. Right? Sometimes I see that, I think that, all this, a lot of people thinks the moment the information is more harder to derive, it's more complicated, it must be more useful. No. So I used to think that way as well. But when you see those people, that actually applying, I see some great master, some very good in using this. The way they do this is very simple. That's why you see that the most profound thing in life is very simple. Only on those people that maybe they don't know much, they make things complicated, right? You think about, is it life is simple or complicated to you? Life. Let me ask you. Type in the chat box. I want an honest answer. Okay. I don't need complicated, right? Some of you say complicated, some of you say simple, right? So it's complicated to you, then everything you see in life is also very complicated. Not only learning parts, how about you grow your wealth also, you feel it's very complicated, right? So many things, right? So, and the moment you take things and the simple, you got to tell yourself, even though it's simple, right, it doesn't mean it's less useful than the complicated formula. Okay. So that's why I cannot answer that question whether this is a simple one or not, because all I know here is useful. Are you guys okay with this? As long as useful can help you, then it's fine. Right? So it's in the car, right? If it's any vehicle that can get you to the your destination is the fastest way and the most safest way as possible, then that is the best one for you, right? Regardless what vehicle you are in. That is what I'm trying to do here today, right? So, but the destination today is about our wealth here. So how do we actually start this? I actually prepared the outline for you, right? So the outline, so this is probably the first time I do this. Normally I didn't. So, and I hope you are able to see this right now. This is what I'm going to talk about today. Recreate your wealth destiny. So these are the three main things here. I try to make it structure here, because normally I just talk whatever I think is interesting. But today I try to stay along with this topic. But what is inside, I might change a little bit. But most of the, I would say that the skeleton or the structure of today we're going to going through here is to recreate your wealth destiny through three ways here. The three step here, right? So let me just explain some of this here. So, and the first one here would be how do you actually, I think this is very important here, is how do you actually cultivate a millionaire mind, right? So, and this is very important, because would you think that by actually helping someone solve their financial problem by actually dumping more money to that person, do you think this will be an effective solution for long term or not? No, right? Probably short term you can help them to solve certain pressing problems, but if you continue to actually dump in money to this person, maybe someone you love or maybe your family, even how much you love this person here, and if you are not able to actually, if you keep dumping money, you are not able to actually help them in long term, right? If you truly love this person, you need to teach them how. How, it's not how to do, right? It's how to think, right? It's the thinking part. Okay, let me actually ask all of you here right now. So you only can choose one. Now, at the table right now, there are two options for you. Let's say right now you have two options. Imagine that you are two options on the table. And then the first one here is $1 million US dollar hard cold cash. Okay, you can take it anytime you want right now. And then the second option here, option B, is how you're able to install how Bill Gates think, his mindset. You only can choose one. Which one do you want? I know a lot of you here type B, right? Wait until you see the in front of you 1 million cash. It's easier to type it here, right? This is not a test, by the way. There's no right or wrong. I just want to know the response. Okay. I see a lot of A right now. Starting a lot of more A's compared to B. All right. Yeah. So as okay, this is I'm not going to judge your mindset. I just want to tell you, yeah, different people might take different decision, right? So and because of this, this is also a reflection about how you think, right? Some of you say I get the money first, right? Some of you say if I have the mindset, no matter where I go, I able to not only generate 1 million, I can generate more, right? If I don't have the mindset, I get the money eventually, right? I'm going to lose everything. Have you heard about a lot of news when someone hit the lottery, the jackpot, and then after 5 years, yeah, they revert back where they used to be, or if not even worse, right? So therefore, maybe because the mind, even though you have a lot of money, right, they don't know how to use it, right? So yeah, they spend it, and then yeah, they pimp themselves and all those things. Okay, Kivan Lata say that yes, he also the neighbor is like this. Okay, all right, okay. So different people, yeah, different decision, right? So why I want you to know this, because what you just did reflect how your wealth mindset is. Yeah, no judgment here. I just want you to aware, right? Your decision is a reflection of what type of mindset you are having right now. And because if this part, yeah, is not aligned, yeah, to wealth creation, you have a problem. So that's why the first step here in terms of recreate your wealth destiny is got to do with the alignment of your wealth mindset. Okay, yeah. So this is some of you say, okay, I have the mindset, but I don't have courage, right? I think some of you pointed out here, right? So okay, so if you are certain, yeah, the decision that you're going to make you 10 times more money than you're earning right now, will you able to do it? Yes, you of course you even you don't have the courage, you do it. Why? Because you're certain, right? You believe in yourself. So a lot of time, right? The way to actually, it's not about you're timid or something. You just don't have the certainty you're not able to do it, right? So your job here is to build that certainty. And let me ask you, how confident you are in brushing your teeth every single day or tie up your shoes? You're certain, right? So yeah, so you don't even have problem. Have you actually tell someone that I don't have confidence in tying my shoe tomorrow, I need to motivate myself? No, it's not, right? You do it every single day. So the job here is part of the millionaire mindset here is also help you to develop that certainty. You know, you say that, hey, yeah, so once I decide, it's considered done. Yeah, it will happen somehow someday, because I already decide, I will take action. Yeah, that if you have this kind of part here, then you're able to do it, right? So this is very important. Okay, so some of you here, this is the one thing I want you to know. Yeah, this is very important. Yeah, if you haven't go through this part here, some of you say, hey, I just want to actually uh, uh, just tell me the technique. How do I activate the flying star chart to get more wealth? If you activate that one, your mindset is not correct, it will bring you even more issues and more problems. Yeah, how many of you here going through a wealth luck in your party chart, but you actually went into more wealth issues, more wealth problems, despite you're going through a wealth luck? Right? A lot, right? Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, so opportunity, there's always, some of you say spend more, right? So some of you learned Pata before. I met someone that go through a wealth luck. Yeah, there's nothing happened. Yeah, sometimes they even lose more, lose more money, right? It's because this part is not properly actually aligned here. So how do we actually do this here? Let me bring back the this diagram here today. Okay, so this is about the millionaire mind, right? So once you have this set already, yeah, once you're able to have get the hang of this, then you can actually move on to the second step here about master the wealth game, because wealth is a game, right? Just like is always about achieving something, right? It's a game. And also finally, we also talk about a little bit about the golden egg concept. Okay, so this is something that I'm going to share with you today. Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay so far? All right, nice. So now, how do we do this here is, and okay, I saw some of you asking some question. Okay, later on, I'm going to answer your question, right? So let's do this here. So let's start with the first one. Yeah, the millionaire mind, right? So Let me ask you one question. How many of you here want to be rich? And I'm talking about my. How many of you here want to be rich? Okay, me. All right. So the moment you say me, right, I want to actually elaborate further on this. A lot of, I would say everyone want to be rich. Yeah, but not everyone committed to be rich. Yeah, they only want it, when it's convenient, it's easy, it's effortless. Right? Yeah, so therefore, that's the reason I asked you this question, right? Do you just want it, or you're committed? Right, so therefore I'm talking, I try to explore I want you to aware back your own mind. A lot of time you say, how come I want to be rich, I manifest everything, how come thing doesn't happen? Is because you're not committed yet, right? The moment you're committed means that your mind and the heart is aligned. The moment you think about something, you decide on something, you do it, right? So, and most of the time, I see that people, whatever they're thinking, they say I want to do this, and then what is in their heart is totally different, right? Have you actually met someone, or even maybe you experienced this personally, that you actually announce to everyone you want to go for a diet or losing weight program? Yeah, you say tomorrow going to start. So today I go to eat everything I want, and then tomorrow I start. You even post your sneaker on the Facebook, to inform everyone, declare. But the moment tomorrow arrive, and then you say, hey, how about next day? Because tonight my best friend's birthday. Yeah, I need to support my best friend. I need to eat the cake. Okay, right? So, so how many of you have been guilty this before, right? So therefore, you want to lose weight, right? And but you're not committed to, right? So therefore, your mind say you should, and then the heart actually doesn't agree. So it's not congruent. Yeah, but have you also met someone? Yeah, that the moment they decide on something, they'll follow through. Yeah, and I actually noticed this on a lot of very successful people, very wealthy people, because to them, thinking and doing is the same thing. Yeah, it's not in isolation, right? For a lot of us here, thinking and doing is the different thing, right? We can think something, we can do something different. I noticed those people that they are very successful, thinking and doing actually is the same thing. The moment they decide in their mind is already done, because they knew that they're going to do it, right? Would it be cool if you're able to merge your mind, what you're thinking, and then what you're doing in the same entity? So therefore don't have dilemma, right? You don't have in a situation, shall I do this, shall I do that? I'm not young, I'm not old enough, I have bad astrology chart, right? A lot of people say something like this, right? So therefore, this alignment must be there. So whenever we're talking about becoming wealthy, so this misalignment might also happen, right? Some of you might have a very great chart, right? But if this part is not aligned, the heart and mind, in terms of wealth perspective, then it's very hard for you to actually attract more wealth into your life, right? So how do you detect this? There are so many ways. Let me just try to actually help you to explore this aspect here about the heart and the mind. And do you resent rich people or not? Yeah, maybe you say that all rich people are greedy. Someone told you before, all rich people are criminals. They do shady deals. Okay, a lot of you here say no, right? Yeah, so okay, good, right? So which means that you're halfway there, right? It's good, right? Because you don't hate. I met some people that really hate rich people. They say they are bad, they're criminals, right? So they don't talk to them. So, and how many of you here also feel someone told you before you cannot be rich and spiritual at the same time? Someone also told something like this, right? So if you actually believe that, that you cannot be spiritual and rich at the same time, and then you have dilemma. Every time, there's an opportunity comes. So you have this resistance. Your whole entire self actually reject the idea of becoming rich, right? You heard about this, right? So, and if also a lot of people talking about money cannot buy happiness. Have you heard a lot of people say something like this? Right? They say that money cannot buy happiness, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'll say something like this, right? Yes, money cannot solve all the problems. I agree with that. There are some problems you cannot solve with money. But even you cannot solve it, if you have more money, you can actually reduce the intensity of the problems. Or maybe you have more chances to solve those problems. Do you agree with that? Right? If you're going to cry today, would you rather cry in a old rusty car, or you rather cry in a Lamborghini or Lambo? Okay, different experience, right? Even you're still crying, right? Different experience one, right? So therefore, and a lot of people say that, hey, I want to actually help my children to actually build a better destiny for my children. That one also need money one, right? You want to send them to the good school, right? So therefore, everything costs money. So it's not about just the money itself. It's about the power that the money can do for you and your family. So, and then some of you might say, you also heard about the thing someone say that rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer, right? All these things here. And then always there's never enough for everyone. Or someone always say, I cannot afford it, right? So this is very dangerous. The moment you say, I cannot afford it, you're actually telling yourself, your subconscious self, that you actually are not able to afford something. Yeah, you put yourself in a negative energy that repels the wealth energy. So sometimes even you go through wealth luck, you cannot accept it, right? So you might say, right, I just say only, don't ever underestimate the when you say something, because every word you're saying out is also a form of energy, right? So have you actually been in some situation, right, you jinx yourself? Let's say there's a deal, you think you're going to get it, everyone say you're going to get it, and then you inform everyone, and then suddenly you don't get the deal in the end. How many of you have experienced this before? It's totally opposite, right? So I want you to know that there's an energy. I see a lot of yeses here, right? So there's a lot of energy if actually saying something. Yeah, it's not about saying something to someone else. The most impactful is something you say to yourself, right? So the moment you have this, then there will be there will be a misalignment. So therefore, a lot of people are afraid of becoming rich because they're afraid they'll turn themselves into bad people. And let me tell you, right? Money will not change who you are. Yeah, by having more money, it just magnify who you really are inside. Do you agree with this? Right? If you're a jerk, the moment you have more money, you become a super jerk, right? So, but if you're someone kind inside, you have more money, you're going to spend the money in charity. All right, so what I'm going to tell you here, I want you to try to actually aware, what is actually inside, right? So, and if you're able to actually help you to realize this, you can able to actually raise your energy level to a level that you're able to attract more wealth energy to you. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to share with you here. So how do we do this? Yeah, so and this is something have to do with your subconscious programming. Yeah, our subconscious programming, because our mind will tell us logically, but in our heart, our subconsciously, that is the one the most powerful. So let me explain. A lot of people don't they might heard about this term a lot about subconscious, but they don't know. But they don't know really what it's all about. So maybe I give you one example here. So have you been sometimes, you're driving, while you're driving, you actually gotten lost in your thoughts. You keep thinking about something, and after 5 minutes, you're suddenly aware, and then, hey, actually, I'm actually deep dive into your thoughts, and you suddenly say, hey, who is really driving for the last 5 minutes? Even you actually lost in your thoughts, you still can drive one, right? Yeah, the moment you see a red color in the traffic light, you're still able to hit the brake subconsciously. Yeah, so that is the power of your subconscious mind. Now, even you thinking about maybe you just argue with your spouse, you're very furious, you keep reliving the argument, right? So this subconscious is the one that protect you. Yeah, while you're lost in your thought, you're still able to drive, professionally your car, right? So therefore, this subconscious mind is the one that we want to cultivate, to attract the wealth coming in. So why? Because let me show you on the chart right now. so what is this subconscious mind is, right? So do you see it here? So on the screen right now, I prepared here is the conscious mind is on top, right? Is our logic, yeah, what we should do. Like I should not procrastinate, right? I should do my exercise today. I should tell my spouse I'm sorry. Okay, so consciously you know what you should do, right? But subconsciously you say, but I don't want. I don't feel like it. Right. So therefore, that's why a lot of time we want to be rich consciously, but whether you're committed or not is your subconscious. Yeah, whether you're hungry or not. Yeah, this part here is the one we want to cultivate here. So because if you focus on conscious, yeah, you're going to read a lot of books, you attend a lot of motivational seminar and all those things here, right? You try to tell you should do this, you should do that. But after you read so many books, it becomes cliche. Right, it suddenly have no effect on you anymore. How many of you here actually experienced this before? You actually watch a lot of inspirational quote, and then after after a few years, it's almost look the same to you. It won't have effect to you anymore. So you need extra doses. Yeah, then you keep actually joining more seminar just to make you feel good, right? So and you're never enough, right? So therefore, if you constantly work on the conscious only, it will not get you anywhere. So the point here is about the subconscious, because on the conscious level, you might actually say that I'm already 40s right now, you know, and then I don't think I'm going to achieve financial freedom. Yeah, so you reject the idea because maybe you tell yourself you're too old, or maybe you say that I have a bad astrology chart, or I don't know how to do it already, right? So the conscious mind tell you a lot of stuff here. But if you can focus on your subconscious mind here, and if you're able to resolve, within yourself with the sense of absolute certainty that I'm going to do this. Yeah, the moment you're able to resolve to absolute certainty that you're telling yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to become rich, and then you start to able to attract a new energy to you, and then you're able to see that a lot of things are possible. Yeah, so the keyword here is I'm going to do this, right? So let me show you this part here. This is the one. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Yeah, tell yourself this. Yeah, this is one of the first way you can actually use to actually program your subconscious mind. So type in the chat box right now, type the word, I'm going to do this. After you type this, how you feel right now? Yeah, if you have absolute certainty, yeah, they're going to do this, you'll feel good, because that word alone is an energy you send to your subconscious mind to reprogram this. Right? Think about in a situation where a lot of people worry, and then you suddenly step into the conversation. You say, "Hey, right, I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to handle this." Right? The moment you're able to do this, you give back the power to yourself. Right? Do you realize that by actually saying this word alone, right, it already make you feel better? Right? Yeah, you don't need to think. You just say it out, right? Because this one will connect to you, yeah, internally. Okay, nice. So what I'm going to say here is the subconscious mind. When you look at the Barter chart, the Barter chart here is, this part here is going to talk about the subconscious mind. All right, this is the part here. Okay, so if you look at some of you learn Barter before, you want to know, hey, what's the difference between the top and the bottom? So at the bottom part is the part that actually got to do with your subconscious. So if you say you say that I'm going to do this, you're actually referring to at the bottom, right? You want to change this. That's why sometime when you go through like a certain clash here, your thinking will change. Yeah, subconsciously. Yeah, will change how you see the world. So like right now, I want to ask all of you here, how many of you here have the goat in your chart this year? Okay, all right. Yeah, your paradigm, your belief, or the way you see the world will change drastically. Yeah, so some of you might ask which pillar it should be, right? So it doesn't matter. Yeah, if it's there, yeah, in some aspect in your life, it will happen. Yeah, so why? All right, if you look at here, all the animal sign is under the subconscious part. Yeah, this is how we learn Bazi. So that's why someone say, on top is more superficial, because on top is what you want people to think about you, or what you portray outside. Yeah, so this is when you are awake, or you're truly conscious, right? Or maybe the time you have you actually able to control yourself. And the moment you're not able to control yourself, below at the bottom, subconsciously. So let me ask you, yeah, when you are not able to control yourself is sometime in the moment you piss off or you're too stressed. Yeah. So how you perform during those time, or how is your response during those time, is who you really are inside. Yeah. So you want to know what is your friend or your best friend true character. If you don't know Bazi, is another way. You piss him off. You say something to offend him. Yeah, see how he responds. Right, that's a true color. Right, if you then you see how if he attack you back and then become very aggressive, then you know that is his true character. What if your friend, even you actually piss him off, you say, hey, what happening to you today? You seem like you're not yourself today. Is there anything I can do? I can help you? Yeah, then that is your true friend. Because during happy time, you will never know the person true color. Everyone, right? Everyone can be your best friend, right? So therefore, when you're happy, right, you want to show your best version of yourself, you look at the top, right? So now I'm talking about is what the subconscious mind. Yeah, is in the internal one, right? So do you see a different way to read Bazi right now? Right, so I'm trying to tell you here. Yeah, this is what we are talking about: heavenly stem and the hidden stem. Yeah, hidden means that you're subconscious. So some of you learned Bazi before. On top, hey, I'm day master, right? Is my character, but who is your subconscious thing? Character here. Yeah, at the bottom is a Kui water, totally different. Yeah, on top is who people think you are, or maybe you also think you're like that. But until you face certain situation, certain tough time, then you know, hey, actually, I have this. How many of you actually discover your true self once you encounter certain problems? You did, right? Right? Then you know, hey, actually, this is me. This is how I react. Sometimes in crisis, you step up, right? You actually response. You take responsible. Then that is your true self. But sometimes, in the moment of crisis, you actually disappear. You run away. Yeah, everything here is above at the bottom. Okay, so this is so now when you look at your day master, do you think you should look at the bottom part as well? Right, because this is your subconscious mind. Now you have two elements to look at. But aren't they are someone that the top and the bottom also the same? Let's say on top is a yang wood, bottom also a yang wood. Right? So when you see someone that is like this, they are quite congruent. Yeah, because the top, what they reveal and what they feel inside is the same. Okay. Yeah, so this is how we see the chart. Okay, so now of course we're going to talk about from the wealth perspective here. So how to go to do this? Then a lot of people might say, right, hey, they're subconsciously they might think, and of course, easy for you to make wealth because my Bazi chart is bad chart. I have a clash, I have punishment, you know. Yeah, I got so many bad stuff in my chart. That's why I cannot become rich. How many of you have this thought before as well? Yeah, you keep thinking whether your chart here is a good chart or not. Okay, so and then let me just share with you something here. A lot of people say, right, is my chart here is destined to be rich? Is it my wealth is predestined or not? What is your take on this? If I ask you this question here, is your wealth is predestined? What do you say? Okay, no, right? So is there a concept of predestined or not in the first place? Yeah, we'll never know one, you know. Right? So this, I want to tell this is how I think. I want to be truthful to you. Although we talk about this thing here, destiny or predestined, right? But I want you to think about this, right? no one can prove that there is a concept of destiny exists, right? Destiny is a concept that is a man-made. Right? You think about this. The moment you're successful, right, then you can tell everyone you change your destiny, right? So, but think about this. Maybe that is your original destiny. You just didn't know it. Yeah, just because you hustle, you think you change your destiny. Maybe that is your real destiny to start with. Yeah, how did you already change your destiny? Right. So therefore, the moment someone asks a question, will I are destined to be rich or not? Yeah. So there's no concept of your destiny is destined or not, because you never know. Right. Only times can tell. Do you guys agree? Yeah. Let's say someone is bad. They say that my destiny chart is bad. Maybe this person just lazy. And because he want to feel better, so he say the reason I'm not performing or I live a mediocre life just because my destiny is bad. It could be an excuse. So destiny, a lot of people make use of this as an excuse, right? For not doing something. I say, I'm really destined like this. Someone feel in their own business, they say, I'm not destined to be an entrepreneur. And I think if you follow my my previous webinar, I talk about those successful people that have that doesn't have those entrepreneur style inside. So how many of you here attended my previous webinar? Yeah. How now, right? Yeah. So therefore, let's not thinking about. I want to remove that blockage. Don't think that your chart actually preventing you from actually getting ahead. Yeah, it's no such thing here. Yeah, but it's one thing in the chart that we say is easier or harder. Do you want to learn how to see this or not? Now, some people is easier, right? So some people is harder. So if you ask me, can anyone become rich? I would say yes. But anyone can become a millionaire, millionaire at least. A billionaire is harder, right? That one need a lot of time. Yeah, but millionaire is not an issue for everyone. Yeah, so and so the only difference here is some people is easier to get it, and some of you are harder. All right. So do you want to learn this or not? Okay. All right. So let me share with you the thing here in. Let me bring out a bar chart. Okay, let me see whether I can do this or not. Okay, so do you see my share screen right now? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do here is like this. So now we only is, let me make it clear. I'm saying easy or harder. I'm not saying possible or impossible. I didn't say that. Okay, so because I've seen a lot of chart is a bad chart, yet they can become very wealthy. So it's about how you use the chart. I believe that all the chart got the potential. Okay, so now are you guys okay? Everyone clear? I'm just saying easy or hard, all right? So now, once you're clear here, it's very simple. This technique is very simple here. All you need to do here is like this. You just look at the year pillar. The year pillar. Do you see any DW or IW or not? Do you see any here? No, right? So if there's an absence of DW or an IW, so which means that you become slightly harder. Slightly harder. Yeah, maybe they might not get all the help. So from the start, but it doesn't mean they cannot become rich. All right. Okay. So now let's look at another one. Yeah, let's see another one here. Okay. All right. So again, just look at the year pillar. So tell me, how about this? Yes. Okay. IW. Let me see here. There's a IW on here. I don't know why I cannot draw. Okay, now I can draw. So IW here and then another IW here. So you need to have both, right? So some will say whether it's rooted or not. It's not really need to be rooted. As long as you can see it, is good. easier for you, right? So there are two reasons for this, right? So one reason, if you have the wealth element in the year, so normally your family background is not that bad. It could be one of it, right? Another one here, if you have if your family background is not relevant to this, and then another second reason here, you have a wealth element in the year pillar also, which means that the moment you're young, you already understand the importance of wealth, or you met someone that is going to enlighten you the importance of wealth to you. Okay, so therefore they have a great head start. Okay, so some of you say, is it must be in the top or bottom, doesn't matter, as long as within here. Okay, all right, so this only tell you what, easy or hard. Yeah, this is a very old style way of reading. Yeah, so but think about this, right? If you discover that it's your heart, you still need to make money, right? You still need to survive. Agree? Right, so it does, so no matter what, right? So you still need to do it. Yeah. So sometimes, right, when we learn parts, sometimes it's about just like a fortune telling thing. Yeah, but another part is how do you use it? I think that one will be more practical. You guys agree with that? Right, this one is for you to know. Right, so at least you have some awareness, or maybe you discover that it's harder, you have more skin in the game, then you hopefully by knowing this, you will not blame your chart, but you put in more effort, more than anyone else. Right, just like you see, I think you know who is Michael Jordan is. That doesn't need any introduction. He's one of the greatest basketball ever lived, if not the greatest. And you discover that even he's the top in the world during that time. Yeah, some of you say good, greatest of all time. All right, so yes, he is. And then even during his peak, where he is the best player in the world, his practice hours are much longer than all his teammates. Can you imagine that? He's already the best player, and yet he practiced even more. Yeah, so therefore, hopefully, right? So this is if you discover that you don't have this, it's not a disadvantages. I want you to translate these disadvantages into a fuel to drive you forward. Right? You do more. You 10x your effort. So it's called massive action. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this is something here. So that's why you see Kobe Bryant also the same, right? If you knew basketball player, I'm a fan of basketball. I'm a fan of his as well, right? The late Kobe Bryant, he also the same thing, right? Even he's the best in the world. He actually kick into the gym, kickstart in the training at 5 a.m. in the morning, when all the rest of his teammates is still sleeping. Can you imagine that? He's the best in the world. Okay. Yeah. So therefore, yeah, this is, if you knew this, I want to translate that into fuel, into a drive for you to push forward. Yeah, so these are the thing here. Okay, so do you see this way of reading parts will be more productive, right? More effective for you? Okay, all right, so cool. So now, I want you to share with you, do you want to actually learn how, now you know roughly how to actually see your mindset, how you see the wealth based on certain questions I ask you, or the subconscious part of your puzzle. So now, do you want to use Chiman Duja to help you to install an app or a software or millionaire mindset into your mind, so you can actually do some, you can have this millionaire mindset immediately. So do you want this or not? Okay. All right. Yeah. So this one here, this is what I call this millionaire mindset installation. Do you able to see the slide right now? Okay. I know some of you have questions about what we did just now. Yeah. Later, I'm going to have some time for Q&A. Don't worry. Okay. So, and I actually did this before. Why this is so special? Because this energy of Chiman only actually present in the month of April until early of May to become effective. So the fact that you're showing up right now, then I think that you have synchronicity, and there's a reason you'll be here today, right? You can actually choose to be somewhere else, or maybe you're not free today, but since you're able to make it today, I would say that you are meant to be. Yeah, you want to install because it's very important, yeah, to have this mindset. So right now until early May. All right. Okay. So you're just in time. Are you willing to do this or not? Okay. So again, I will not repeat the step here because it will take like probably 30 minutes here, because I already done this before. I already recorded the instructions. Okay, I already recorded the instructions. So all you need to do here to download this mindset, Shimon mindset here, is you go to this page here. All right. So some of you already do this, but some of you might not try this before. So all you need to do here is to go to this link. It's a Telegram. It's inside my Telegram. You need to install the Telegram, and then, or you can take a screenshot first. I don't expect you to do it right now. You just take a screenshot of here, or you scan a QR code or the link there. And then what you need to do here is inside, once you subscribe to join the Telegram channel, it's free, by the way. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, it's free of charge. So go there and then you scroll to achievement chart. And then from there, I recorded a specific instruction how to do this. Right. So from there, you can actually install this. So the time, let me give the time. The time here is, I would say the date range here is from 4 April until 4th of May. Okay, I say Nagazen say that been doing it every day and you feel awesome. Okay, very good. I'm happy for you. So for some of you haven't do this yet, do this. Yeah, subscribe to here, and then I'm going to actually I already posted that, right? So to do that, it's not late. It's not too late yet, right? So I will say that it's until 4th of May. How many days? I think another 4 to 5 days, so do it, right? Share it with your friends as well. This is very important. Don't worry about the instruction. I already see it there, right? So, okay, once you join my Telegram, because the post is I posted on early April, you need to scroll up a little bit until you see achievement chart. Okay, so I think Fuyo Chong input here, April the 3rd. All right, you scroll up to the post until April the 3rd. And then there's the audio recording there. Don't listen now, right? Don't listen now. Just join it later on when you have time. You do it, because this one, if you ask me when's the best time to do this, you do it in the morning is the best. All right. Okay. Yeah. Do this here. So, and some of you say how often you do this. If you can do it every day, right? Because you only can do it within this month until 4th of May. Because after 4th of May, I'm going to post the different chart again, different month, because this is based on Shimon month chart. After the month of 4th of May, I'm going to post another new post. That one is for 4th of May until June, right? Then that one may be different manifestation. Maybe it's not wealth anymore. It's not easy to get the wealth energy every month, but it's just happened that the month of April, there is such energy exists. Okay, right? So do you some of you already practice this, right? Do you looking forward for the month of May or not? Because I'm going to post it soon, because now already starting on May, right? So the May may be different aspect of life. So every month will be different. So if you're able to follow every month to do this, by this alone, you see that you see that much improvement. There's some of you say no audio here. There's one. Right, you just scroll down the achievement chart. There's one. I'll say here, click to listen. There's a one button right below the post. Okay, all right, no problem. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so I think some of you also posted the audio exact link there. You're just okay, cool. Do you like this or not? Yeah, I'm going to do this for the month of May as well. Yeah, stay tuned here. I'll say probably in the next few days. Yeah, I'm going to post for the month of May. So I hope that by doing this monthly update here, will help you to recharge your energy on different level. Okay, all right, so cool. So now once we do this here, so this leads us to the next thing here. Yeah, now we already, by doing that, you already have a concept of how do you install this, the millionaire mindset. So let me bring you to the next one I'm going to talk about here is the number 2, is master the wealth game. Right, so this one I would say that is very important, because wealth is if you're talking about financial freedom is something got to do with I would say it's a game, right? How many of you here play game before? Right, so if you play game before, are you playing game to win or to lose? Tell me. Is there anyone on earth that play game to lose? Right, to win, right? Maybe to lose, maybe you purposely lose to someone to make someone happy. right? So, but if you play alone, you want to win, right? You want to achieve something. And if you want to win, of course, you need to know what you need to do, right? So you play a game, it's very easy. You want to beat the hell out of your opponent or the boss of the level, right, of the game, right? So therefore, that's very clear. So if you're able to see, the wealth, to master your wealth is a form of a game, because a game, there's a rules. There's a rules, there's a boundaries, there is a target you need to do, right? So the moment you're able to do this, you get certain results. So therefore, we need to understand the rule first. So whenever we're talking about the rules of wealth, I think one of the things I want to share with you here today is about every time people say they want to make more money, it's not about the money. What they want is the emotion they get out of it. Yeah. So let me rephrase again. It's not about the money they're after for. It's about the emotion they think they're able to get out of it if they have the money. Right. So the real goal here is about a lifestyle. Right. So money will able to buy you certain lifestyle that you want. It's not the thing. That's why whenever someone say money is an emotion, yeah, they are right. Yeah, money is a spiritual game. Right? So it's about how, because it's the emotion you relate to that. Yeah. So therefore, what they want here is certain lifestyle. Right? It could be opportunities to travel, or they want to work when they want to, not when they had to work. Right? So, or maybe they have the freedom to send their kids to any college or university they wanted to. Right? So therefore, or maybe it's just you want a peace of mind, knowing that you can free from debt forever. Don't you think that alone be cool? Right? By knowing that you're going to free from debt forever. Right? So therefore, and again, this is, I want to be clear on this, right? So it's not about the money, it's about the lifestyle. So let me ask you, what is the lifestyle you want if you have money? Yeah, there must be a reason you want to make money. It's not because everyone want to make money, right? So you want a certain lifestyle. Okay, so yeah, type in the chat box, want to see. Nice. No worry about money, peaceful. Okay, so okay. You know, last time, right, when I have a thought, a very silly thought as well. I was thinking once I'm able to make money, because I like to eat dim sum. You know what is dim sum? DIMSUM, and pot sticker. Yeah, this is the two I like to eat. Right. So I say that if I money, the time when I was young, and this silly thought is like this, if I have money, then in the morning I'm going to take a flight to Hong Kong, and then I'm going to eat dim sum, and then I'm flying back after that. Just for fun. Right? That is a certain lifestyle. Okay. So that's me, right? I know it's a bit weird, right? So and I also like the hot chocolate from Paris. Yeah, so weird. So I thinking all this stuff. That's my lifestyle, right? But all of you have different lifestyle, right? Then but what I'm trying to tell you here is, all lifestyle costs money. So my question here is, what is the price of your lifestyle? Have you ever think about this? Right? Because if you're not clear in this, right, there's no way you're going to make it there. Right? The process I'm trying to do with you here is the process I actually do sometimes during consult. I want to get you clear on this. It's not about just activating wealth star. Now you see how dumb it is. It's just to some people's because in our industry, some people outside, they say that they actually tell their clients, just activating the wealth star, then the wealth will come. You think it's like that? If they're there, why they are not wealthy yet? Those person who teach people how to do that, they themselves is not wealthy, right? Because it's not just activating the wealth star, right? Are you the right person or not? Yeah. So now here, clarity is crucial. So when you learn Bazi, how do you know a Bazi is a good Bazi? Is because the moment they are clear. Yeah. Some of you in advanced Bazi, right? One of the criteria of a good Bazi is what? Right? Clarity. Right. So therefore, clarity is very important. So now you know that the reason you make money is to buy certain lifestyle, but all lifestyle costs money. So the first step to create more wealth is to calculate the what is your lifestyle price tag is. right? So that is the one that you need to do, right? So I was say, hey, I select, I actually have opportunity to work for a new company or something, right? So do you able to sustain in that company or not? That's another question, right? Anyone can get a job. Yeah, the question here is, can you sustain in a job and excel on it or not? Is always the right person, right? So now, do you know how to actually do this? Why you want to do this? Yeah, remember this. You cannot manage something if you cannot measure it. Yeah, remember this. Anything, I'm not talking about just money. You want to lose weight, if you cannot measure it, you cannot manage it. You cannot do it successfully, right? If you cannot measure it, how do you know you're making progress? Yeah, there must be some form of measurement. All right. So now I'm going to share with you, yeah, how do you do this part here? Now you're clear, yeah, why you want to do this, and I tell you to master the game of wealth. These are the things that you want to actually achieve here. So as shown on the screen right now, the wealth game, they come through three parts. Yeah, whenever we're talking about you want to actually become wealthy, so you need to know whether you want to become financial security, you want to achieve financial security, or you want to achieve financial independence, or you want to achieve financial freedom. Yeah, so this is very important to be clear, right? Remember, clarity is the first step to make a change. So because a lot of people just say, I want to make more money, right? No, we need to be detailed. So which stage you want to be in? So of course, the starter, right? So you want to actually achieve here is this part here. Yeah, this part here is very important. Yeah, because this is the first step towards financial freedom. It's what we call financial security. So let me explain to you. Yeah, what is this financial security means? So financial security means that imagine your home mortgage, your food, your utilities and transportation and insurance, everything is forever paid. So how do you feel? Sounds good, right? Yeah, so that is what we call financial security, but don't talk about travel with style first. So that one later. Yeah, they're different stage. Today I cannot go through everything. I cannot, yeah, because we have limited time here. But I'm going to do this on the first part here first. Don't you think this is the first thing you need to achieve first? Yeah, a lot of people always, if you're not clear on this, a lot of people say, I want to make a lot of money. I want to be Elon Musk. I want to be Bill Gates, right? So they have a very vague goal to have. So as long, the first step here is you be financial security is you're able to hit this, you feel peaceful. Right, this is the one here. So I want you to do this calculation yourself. Right, I'm not going to do it here. I want to later on when you have time. I want to calculate how much money you need to actually provide all of this thing here, and then multiplies by number of years you live, maybe until 100 years old. I don't know. That is the amount of your financial security, and to your surprise, it's not a lot of money. Then you think you don't need like multi-million. You need to become a multi-millionaire to do this. So like Robin Chia says, stage one clear is good for Robin, right? So which means that if he stopped working today, right, without any extra income coming in, the existing saving able to last him throughout his whole life. So my question for some of you here is, your saving right now, if you lost your job right now or you don't have any more incoming income to you right now, how much or how long your saving will be able to last you? Okay, how many years? How many months? Okay, some of you 3 years, some of you 5 years, some of you 0. Okay, so it's for you to know, right? I want to be clear here. This is the one you need to actually achieve here, because if you have this, even you lost your job, would it be one? If you have this, even something happened to you, maybe some emergency happened to you, you still have few years, to get back yourself on track. Yeah, so this is the thing that is the thing here. So I want to know your homework here for today here is like this. What is your price for financial security? You need to calculate this. Will you calculate this or not? Yeah, make a promise to yourself right now. After the session today, please go and calculate this, and then you have a number, then you become clearer. That is your first step to your financial freedom. Okay, but again, step number one, you need to go to the Telegram channel. Yeah, the achievement first, download the mindset. Then second step, you do this. Okay, clear? Step number one, install millionaire mindset. Step number two, then you do this. Okay, all right. So now, how then you might ask, right? How do I actually achieve this? Yeah, there are so many ways you can use Patzer to achieve this. And now remember we talk about this one, right? We're not talking about financial independence. We're not talking about financial freedom. There'll be a time when we're going to talk about it. But now let's focus on this part first. Are you okay? All right. So, so just in case you want to know, yeah, if you're a Patzer student, so if you're talking about financial security, it's a lot got to do with the wealth element. Yeah, if you're talking about financial independence, it's a lot got to do with the output element. And if you are talking about financial freedom, it's a lot got to do with resource element. Okay, so now today we're going to talk about the wealth element. Okay, are you guys ready? Do you want to make more money or not? Okay, cool. So how do you create more money? It's very simple, right? So first of all, a lot of people say, how do I make money? Actually, you don't, most of us, I'm not saying everyone, I would say a lot of people, based on my conversation with them, they keep thinking they are making money, but actually they are not. Right? They say, but they don't understand when I told them this, because they say, hey, Iverson, I got my paycheck every month. Why you say I'm not making money? Yeah, so then I told them, maybe let me just listen carefully. I told them, you think about this, right? You are not actually making money. You are just exchanging money with your time. Your time is limited, don't you? Right? It's a scarcity, right? Our time is limited. Everyone only have 24 hours. So you're not starting the process of making money yet. You're just exchanging your time with money. So in your CV, sometimes you actually put in your requested salary, right? So what is this information tell the interviewer? You're actually telling them basically, in order to exchange 1 month of my time, this is the money, right? Yeah, so I want you to actually understand this, because a lot of time we get paid by time. So if you want to go through the financial security, which is a wealth element, you need to stop thinking to actually get paid by time, but get paid by value. Okay, so the moment you're able to get paid by value or your performance or by effort, then you can see your income increase. Otherwise, your income going to get is pretty capped at certain level. There's a ceiling to it, right? Because you paid by time, 9 to 5. Yeah, but some of you here, you get paid by performance if you're doing sales, right? The harder you work, the better you perform, you get more. Yeah, that is paid by effort. So think about this. Is how much time, I would say that if you're a heart surgeon, if you spend 1 hour, right, to actually operate on someone and save someone's life, you obviously get paid more than someone actually maybe they're just doing maybe a waiter in a restaurant. I'm not saying being a waiter is wrong. I just make a point here by comparison. Even both put in 1 hour, but they get paid differently. Vast different. Why? Yeah, because the heart surgeon no longer paid by time. They're paid by what? By effort, their value they bring in the table. They're saving life. So the moment we shift this, instead of paid by time, we pay by value, then our wealth direction will start to change, right? So therefore, whenever we're talking about how do I create more money, is not to work extra hours, is to work hard on yourself to improve yourself so you have more value, right? So that is the thing here. So let me ask you, are you valuable or not? Are you valuable? Yes, right. So you might be valuable to your family, to your community, to your friends, to your families. So what I'm talking about valuable means that, are you valuable to your company, to your boss, right? So I see a lot of yeses here is good, right? So because you think about it, how do you know you're valuable or not? Is, let's say your company need to go through a downsizing exercise and the company only can retain 3 employees. Would you be the one or not? Yeah, I'm asking you an honest question. Yeah, some of you say maybe. If you say guarantee I'll be the one, then you don't worry about money. You don't worry about bonus. It will come. Because you're too valuable. Do you see how instead of chasing money right now, you actually focus on value? Right? If you are that, a lot of time we think we are valuable, but from the eyes from your boss, the eyes of your boss is not you're not really that valuable, but we think we're valuable. I'm talking about your boss. From your boss perspective, are you really that valuable or not? Okay, yeah. So if you are, then there's the one. So this happened, like Robin say that I'm the boss. Okay, so the boss also the same thing, right? So you are also, you need to know, right? If someone in your company is very valuable, then no need to ask for a raise. You reward them eventually, right? Yeah. So do you have problem paying someone 2 million when this person can make you 40 million? No problem. Chicken fit. Yeah. So it's all about value. So whenever we're talking about financial security, the wealth element is the value element. Yeah. So if you want to make more money, it's not about chasing money more because you get tired. It's about increasing your value. Yeah. So whenever we learn parts, the word value here, let me show you again. If you want to double up your money, you need to double up your value, right? So the value here is the wealth element. Yeah, so it's the direct wealth and indirect wealth element. So do you see this? Okay. All right. So then now I'm going to share with you, how do you do this? Because again, yeah, now we understand the concept of value creation. So we need to see whether this value, which is direct wealth and indirect wealth. So direct wealth in the chart you see as DW, and if indirect wealth it says at IW, yeah, in the chart. So I'm going to share with you how do you detect this in your chart, so you can derive some information that you can use. So let me share with you the chart on the screen right now. By the way, yeah, are you guys okay? Still got energy to continue? I have a lot of stuff to share with you today. Okay, since all of you here say yes, it's cool. Okay, all right, so let's continue. So let me show you a bar chart again. So, okay, all right. So let me just clear the, okay, clear this. So how do you see here is, yeah, you look at IW and DW. So where do you look for it? Anywhere within here, okay? So you cannot cheat, all right? I know that some of you eventually will ask, can I look at the luck pillar? No, I didn't say luck pillar right now. Just look at here first. Can you do this? Okay, so within these boundaries only. All right, clear? So remember just now we look for what? DW and IW, because this is about the value they're able to perform. So, and if you're able to increase the value, it give you more money, right? So now, and let me give you more information about this. This thing here, I want you to, first step here is to circle whether you have this or not. Okay, so let's use this example here. So there'll be one here on top, IW. Do you see the IW, right? And then there's also a DW. Okay, all right. So what type of information can derive more from this? Yeah, let's say you want more direction. Yeah, what kind of information can derive more from this? Very simple. I want to actually divide this parter chart into two. Okay, yeah, this parter chart into two. And I want you to look at it as if like the year and the month is one group, and then the day and the hour is one group. So tell me, the wealth element that you circle just now, where does it reside? In the month and year as one group, or the day and hour? Okay, some of you is both, right? So I would say that the month and year will be external, and then the hour and day is internal. It's easier for you, either one. So internal or external? Okay, some of you is both. All right, some of you have one. All right, cool. Some of you have none. It's fine. Yeah, don't worry yet. Don't get depressed yet. Yeah, later probably there's some solution you can work on it. Okay, this is not the end of the world. All right, don't worry. So let's address those people that have this first. So if you have it in the external group, like this sample chart here, so which means that if you want to start something, yeah, by the way, how many of you here, you're working right now, but you want to start something, you want to start a business, you want to start a side gigs, you want to do something? Okay, because you know that, that's the way to go, right? Okay, cool. So then this is very useful for you. If you discover that your IW or DW in the external group, so the product or the services that you want to offer for your side gigs or your business would be mass market. Mass. Yeah, mass market. All right, for everyone. Yeah, so mass market means that the product might not be too expensive, right? It could be the entry level is low, so you actually it's a quantity game for you. You can impact a lot of people. Okay, all right. So if your wealth element, okay, let me clear this. If the wealth element is here, so this one belong to internal. So obviously this person don't have one here. So if it belong to here means that it's a niche market. It's a niche market, something premium, something to serve to a certain specific group of people. Yeah, don't underestimate this, What if your niche market is all from the royal families or the business tycoons or the multi-millionaires, right? You still can make a lot of money, right? So what if you actually you are investor, or maybe you have people to manage fund, you manage all the high profile client. That's also niche, right? So therefore, this is the first information you want to know. So this is not about industry, okay? This is how, if you want to start your own business, this is not for you're working for someone, all right? This information, you want to know whether you want to attack the mass market or niche market. All right, so let's say you are, how many of you here want to become a parter coach? Maybe you're as a psychics. You want to become an entrepreneur. All right, so now let's say if you discover that your wealth element only appear in here. So tell me who is your client is. Everyone. Right? Everyone that want to improve their life is your client. Maybe it's something like this. You focus on life improvement. You're talking about changing destiny. All right. Yeah, that's where you attack the mass market, right? Think about this: who don't want success? Right? If you ask everyone say I want success, right? So it's a mass market, right? So and then now, if your wealth element is here only in the internal, then you offer to a very specific group. Maybe you only do parts consult for celebrities. That one is based on target group, or maybe your skill of parter is to help people to solve politics issues in their company. They're only expert in politics. So if you don't like someone in the company, you want to get rid of this person, this is a person you need to see. Will you willing to pay more or not? Because this person only expert on one thing, politics. I'm sure this person can make a lot of money, right? Will you go for a GP, the generic physician? No, right? You go for a specialist, because you want to get rid of someone difficult in the company, right? You need strategy, you need timing, you need know-how. Yeah, so that is the thing here. Now, do you see the difference here? Is this information useful or not for you? Right? If you want to start something, this is tell you where your wealth coming from, or we call choyun. Where is the sources of your wealth? If you have both, then you can do both. All right. Okay, nice. So now let's talk to the other group here, the less fortunate group. Double quote, the less fortunate. Because someone just now say, I don't have wealth element. So don't worry, you are not the less fortunate. All right. Don't worry. Right. But because now I'm going to address to this group of people here. Right. So there's always a backup plan. All right. So don't worry. So do you want to know what is a backup plan for you? If you don't have wealth element? Okay. So this is something that maybe you might not been told of this before, but another wealth element in your Parter chart is your sky horse element. Yeah, so even your you don't have the wealth element, this is also a wealth element, sky horse. So I want all of you here to zoom in to this box here to see where is the sky horse element. So there's always an animal sign, right? So again, if you have IW or DW already, you no need to look for this. All right. So this is for those people that just now they're worried, and if they and then they might lost their sleep tonight, they cannot sleep because they don't have wealth element. This is to address those group of people. Okay. All right. So look at sky horse. So for this person here is monkey. Okay. So of course this person don't have monkey, right? The monkey here don't have any, but this person don't need to because this person already got what? Already got wealth element. Right? But if you don't have, then you can look for this sky horse. Okay, so let's say, just pretend, let's look at another chart. I think it's very hard for me to get a chart don't have wealth element. So let's see whether we have one or not. Okay, this one also have. Never mind. Yeah, so just pretend that this chart don't have don't have DW and don't have IW, let's say. You don't have both. So then you look for what? Your backup plan is look for sky horse and then you look for tiger. So this chart here, let's say discover there's a tiger here, let's say, then this person have wealth star. So you look at the positioning of the wealth star, will tell you whether it's a mass market or niche market. Okay? Cool? All right. Yes. Now, so are you up for another secret techniques about wealth? Let's say, how many of you don't have wealth element? Also, you don't have the sky horse in the chart. By the way, if you have sky horse, it's good for internet business as well, right? Okay, so that's additional for you. But let's say you don't have any. So one thing here, I want to look at the year. The year. Okay, the year here. So of course, this one is the old chart, but your chart is supposed to print it out is 2021. Right? It's a 2021. So do you see a wealth element here? Let's say this is a 2021. Yes. Do you see IW on top? Right? So which means that for this person, this year, wealth opportunity also come. Okay, how many of you here, you see your chart right now? Do you see a wealth element in 2021? Okay, all right, cool. So now, let me tell the secret. Listen carefully. So you should know this not during the year, but the year before. Because you're going to do something in 2020 so you can reap reward in 2021. Yeah, that's the trick. Yeah, this is the insider trick for you. So if you want to look for wealth, which year you should look for right now? Not 2021 anymore. You should look for what? 2022. So 2021 is the year for you to prepare to benefit from 2022. Yeah. So this is how we work with clients. Okay. So if you see right now, it's too late. You might not do much about it. So plan in 2022. Yeah, that is the right strategy to use the year element here. Okay, all right. So if you don't know, don't worry. Right. So later on, when you have more study about Parter, then you will know how to do this. But the rest of you know Parter, you know how to do this, right? You just plot the next year element. Like next year, you know is a water tiger year, so you can check on it, right? So if you're very new here, it's fine, right? You don't know yet, but at least you know the concept first, right? How do you make use of the Parter? Okay. Yeah, so I know some of you are new here, but if you're new, then forget about the yearly analysis first. Focus back on what we talk about, the IW, DW, and the sky horse. Okay, there'll be a time you're able to read this because I've been told that this group here, some of you here are, I would say intermediate, some of you is beginner. So that piece of information is for intermediate. All right. Okay, so for beginner, look for what? IW and DW and also Skyhorse. So the Skyhorse, if you have a Skyhorse in the chart, which means that you have a lot of opportunities related to internet or e-commerce related businesses. Additional thing for you. Yeah, so now, do you have some information you can offer to your client now? Okay, so now let me ask you one thing here. If later you're going to check on 2022, okay, so what element you have, you should prepare right now already. Okay, so now, let's say after today's session, and I think all of you here have Facebook account, right? Let's say you post on Facebook, tonight, I learned something new to discover how to actually install a millionaire mindset. And not only that, I also learned a way how do you discover the source of my wealth and whether you have potential to run an internet business or not. Would you interested to get a consult? And since I'm just starting out, I just charge a nominal fees, cost around maybe $50. Do you think people will respond to your Facebook post or not? I'm sure you say yes. If you write it good enough, yes, a lot of yeses, right? So then you already make the money. So let me ask you, you're already richer than you were maybe 2 hours ago, right? So what happened here? Why right now you can demand the money that you cannot demand 2 hours ago? Because now you become what? More valuable. You know something. Do you see it? Right? It just happened like this. Right? So do you want to post on your Facebook, do this as the same I can practice? But you might afraid, right? Hey, but I only know a little bit. Don't worry. You already tell them you only talk about these related topics only. Right? You only talk about how to install millionaire mindset. You don't talk about how to see IW and DW or maybe the Skyhorse. That's it. You already tell them upfront. Only if they say it's a deal, then you shake hand, then only you do it. Okay? All right, so you see the point here? Yeah, when you have more value, suddenly your wealth will increase. So now it's whether you want to do it or not. So this is how you can apply instantaneously. Now you grasp the concept about value, right? Yeah, so this is how, this is the thing you're going to actually do it here. Okay, so now let me just, so do you like the content so far? Okay, nice. Okay, so let me just see what else I can share with you today. Okay, now this leads us to the next topic here. We're talking about the golden egg. Yeah, this is so I think you know the story about the golden egg, right? Yeah, so if you heard about a farmer, right, that the duck lays a golden egg, and then whether you kill the duck to get all the eggs, yeah, or you actually make the duck more healthy, you know. So that's the the point here. Oh, it's a goose. Okay, all right. I forgot already. Yeah, I think that one is. I think I've been told this story during kindergarten. Okay, nice. Yeah, so why you want to know this? Because once you start to make money, once your value increase, you see incoming money coming in. But one thing here is any one of us here can make money once in a time, right? We don't want that. We want to make money on sustainable basis, right? Think about this. All of us here did a great job in our work at some point during our tenure in the company. Agree? Right? But it's not so easy for you to actually to perform consistently. So the same applies to wealth as well. Right, so and if it's the goose, right, the golden goose with the eggs, so you really take care of the goose so you can continue to produce. So that's the one we're talking about, sustainability. You're talking about business, sustainability is very important. So what kind of strategy, that you need to actually look for on this? Because think about this, all of us here most of the time, at some point in our life, suddenly we have some windfall, we can make some money, right? But not all of us here can sustain that, don't you think so? Like more of us here can get married, right? To get into a relationship, it's not that hard. due to technology even, right? You have an app, you can connect to anyone. The difficult part is not to meeting someone, but it is to sustain it, right? So therefore, this is a topic about, it's not about sustaining relationship right now. I'm talking about how do you sustain the continuous wealth coming in. So, and in order to do this, then I want you to know one thing first, because a lot of us here, because I'm a consultant, I actually meet a lot of people, especially for the last few months. They come to me and then they talk to me and then they have problems because I discovered one group of them, they're actually during their mid 40s or early 50s, and then they got retrenched, and then they're very devastated because they cannot find another job because no one willing to hire them. First of all, their salary is very high because due to the position, and then those company can hire someone younger than them, cheaper than them, and can do things faster than them. Yeah. So would you like to be in those situations or not? Yeah, where you cannot move forward and backward, and those people, this group of people, they're struggling, and then they still have loan, yeah, to serve, and then they still need to support their kids to school. Yeah, it's not a pleasant situation. So, and then that time when I actually discovered it, I say, hey, you know, I don't want to be someone like this, right? So, and I need to educate more people how to do this. So, because my job is I'm a business coach, I'm a financial coach as well. So I try to enlighten people, or at least share with them something to see things differently. So, and a lot of time, whenever people are not doing well financially, it's not because they are less intelligent. It's not about that. I actually noticed that a lot of people are very intelligent, but yet they're still poor. Yeah, I actually scratching my head, you know, I say, hey, what is happening here? You know, yeah, this is a brightest student during my school time, and then now he's struggling, you know, it doesn't make sense. So then later on, I found the matter of fact is the reason, yeah, a lot of time people struggling because we're being educated in a different way, yeah, in a very old style way. Yeah, let me share with you what is the different way that I'm talking about, the old style way. So still remember this, what your teacher tell you last time about pick a job, study hard, draw higher salary, and then hopefully that you get retired, and then finally, hopefully, if you're lucky enough, you have a pension plan. Don't you think this is what we're being taught all this while? And then we actually take this as a gospel, right? So this is a system, right? This train us to be someone to serve the cooperation and approach, but we never question this because this worked 50 years ago. Do you guys agree? Right? 50 years ago, this works really well. That time when you have a degree, yeah, you can demand a high salary, but this is already outdated. So so why I want to tell here, because some of you are parents yourself, then I want you to aware how you're going to educate your children, because it's very natural for us to educate our children based on what we're being taught by our parents, right? Yeah, even I'm not saying that even with the best intention, that could be wrong. Agree? Right? Of course, your parents want the best of you, right? But is somehow is outdated. So therefore, if you still, I want you to look at whatever you're doing right now. Are you still following through this plan or not? If you are, then this is the recipe to financial suicide. Okay, so this is what I told you, the group of people that are around their mid 40s and 50s, because they are kind people, they are kind-hearted people. They pay all the taxes, they are responsible husband or wife. You know, what happened to them is because of this. Yeah, so they follow this blindly. So that's why I want to tell everyone here, I want you to actually aware, and hopefully you can make some changes here. So how do you do this? First of all, you need to have a side gigs or a business, right? Because if you attach to your work, it's even more dangerous because that's all you have. Evelyn, you say here, right? Because the moment something happened to your work, your whole world collapse. You guys agree? I met a lot of people like this because their whole identity attached to it, right? Sometime, right, in a work, you met someone that they're very unreasonable. You feel that, hey, why behave like this? But you never understand them personally. Probably this is the only thing they have. That's why they overreact whenever they sense there's a threat in their position. Yeah, if you are their friends, if you are no working relationship, they are good people. So therefore, the thing here is I would like all of you here to entertain the possibility to have a side gigs or a business. You no need to change, resign, but I want you to start something your own, because if you follow the conventional path, the moment the shit hits the fan, like right now during the pandemic economy downturn, you're gonna feel the most impact of this, right? You don't want this. And when you have another source of income, don't you think you can perform even better at your work? Because if even something bad happens, you still have a backup plan, right? And then the best time to start a side gigs, there's a reason they call side gigs, right? Is while you're still having a job. Do you agree? Right? You still can experiment it. You still can actually do more of it. So don't just resign blindly, right? Especially you don't have enough of cash, right? Because you actually end up in disaster. Don't do it. Right? So I want to think about this, and how do I help people do this? Is because I learned Chinese metaphysics, so I use this three system. Okay, yeah, this three system to do this, and then Bazi, Feng Shui, and Qigong. So some of you learned Bazi before, some of you learned Feng Shui before, some of you learned Qigong before. Right? So, and this is a system I help, is a path to financial freedom. And some of you learn Qigong Dunjia. I see your take. Okay. So someone just, I saw some of the comments. Someone asked about, how about I'm not suitable to run a business? James asked, right? I see in the comment box right now. So James, let me ask you one question here, right? So who told you this? You need to know, who told you this? Yeah. So someone say, okay, someone told me this, right? What if that person is wrong? Do you know that Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and Warren Buffett, if you're talking about entrepreneur group of chart, like a lot of people think they are not belong to that group, their indirect wealth is 0 element, and yet they are billionaire. So if next time someone tell you that you cannot run your own business, you must ask them one question: why? Yeah, you must ask them why. Yeah, because these people maybe don't know what they're talking about. They just actually make up something. Yeah, so ask them why. So because if they say you cannot run your own business, right, there must be a reason, right? You don't get this person get away like so easily like that, You think about it, you pay this practitioner or this consultant money, and are you willing just to accept yes or no? Ask them why, hit them on all different angle. If they cannot answer you that, proven that they are not qualified to advise you. Make sense? Yeah, I'm being direct here, I'm being firm here. Yeah, I help you to maximize your time and money you spend on a consultation. Yeah, the best way to derive the most benefit from a consultation is the art of asking question. Yeah, don't be someone that, I just listen, okay, then go back home depressed and then cannot sleep. All right, so ask them why. Let's say they say that, okay, the reason I say you cannot run your own business is because you cannot take risks. Because all business is a risk taker. Is it true? No. Right? Are you saying that all successful business people are risk taker? No. A lot of them do not. They just understand what they do. They might seem like taking risks because you don't know what they are doing. But if they know what they're doing, they are just taking a calculative risk. Okay? Yeah, and if you really cannot take risks, then run low risk business. Are there a lot of business is a low risk business? Are there? A lot. Yeah, becoming a consultant is a low risk business. You don't need even to buy, or you don't need to stuff up your inventory or warehouse even. Yeah, you just offer your time. What is the worst? You don't get paid. You will not make anything loss, right? Yeah, so therefore, if you cannot take risks, ask the consultant or the practitioner, recommend to me what is the low risk business I can do. Drop shipping is a low risk business. There's a lot of them. Okay. Yeah. So I want you to actually understand this. Don't get someone pressured just because they're practitioner. They are like this. No. Yeah, there's equal. Maybe probably you're richer than them. You don't know. So therefore, you deserve. You have the right to ask every question. I'm not asking you to be rude. Can you ask the right question while staying polite? Can you do that? Yes. Right? Do that. Okay. So I hope I answered your question here, James. Right. So let me tell you, right? All charts here have certain entrepreneur abilities. There are 10 types. There are 10 types of entrepreneur profiles. So all you need to do is just to know which entrepreneur profiles you belong to, and then go towards to that direction. Okay. All right. It's a very good question, James. Yeah, at least this question, I think, not only helping you, also help a lot of people to understand how to do this. Yeah. Next time, you're going to give a hard time to someone to do the reading for you. Okay. Ask them why. Yeah. Down to the dot. Yeah. If someone who know their shit, they will know how to answer you. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. If someone have the, with the sincere intention to help you, they won't get defensive. They're going to explain to you. If anyone that overreact just because you ask certain question, this is the wrong person to go to. This person don't have your interest at heart, right? Wasting time. Okay, all right, cool. So now, if let's look back on what we are talking about just now. Here is this. Okay, this part here, 八字 Feng Shui. So I use this three thing here to help people, or even myself, to actually create more wealth in the chart here. So, and of course, there's a different purpose of each system. So 八字 allows you to actually do one thing, right? It allows you to actually know your talent, like your entrepreneur profiles, and also what to do, what not to do. Yeah, in the chart, what is your talent, where's the opportunities. So 八字 provide a lot of insights. Don't you think this is important? Remember just now we spent like 30 minutes talking about indirect wealth, direct wealth. It's about the insights. So you can give you the right direction. So even with the right direction, if you don't have opportunities, it's good as nothing. Don't you think so? Right? Let's say you actually cultivate your talent. Yeah, you start something, but no one give you opportunities. Yeah, it'll be very tough, right? So you can use Feng Shui to help you to enhance your opportunities. Okay, so let's say now you have opportunities. Finally, you need Qi to actually have the strategy to seal the deal. Yeah, to actually conclude the deal. Let me explain this in layman term for you. So let's say you are someone, you want to know what talent you have. Then let's say right now you discover that you're great talent in marketing. Then you learn 八字, right? You discover that, okay, from my 八字 chart, I am good in marketing. So it gives you certain insights. So now you use Feng Shui to land you into a great company to work for. Don't you think you can use Feng Shui to do that, right? So you can activate Feng Shui. And once you go into that company, does it guarantee you will succeed? No. You need to have right strategy to deal with your people, how to manage your boss, how to manage your team, right? Who you cannot piss off. Yeah, so there's certain important people in a company. That one you use Qi because it represents strategy. So now, are you more clear on the differences between this system here? Right, a lot of people just using it, right? They are not clear. Now I try to put on perspective. Now, do you achieve clarity or not? Better, how to use the system and when to use this one? Yeah, so therefore you also need this three system here to create the result that you wanted, in long run. So now, just now I talked a little bit about Qi, about the download. I also talked a little bit about 八字, right? So now, shall I talk a little bit about this Feng Shui? Yeah, Feng Shui about opportunities, right? So you want opportunities? Right, okay, you want more opportunities. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. So now, I think just now I saw a lot of you saying yes that you want to start side gigs on something, right? So would you like to know the most important skill that you must acquire when you want to actually start your own business or side gigs or not? Do you want to know what is the most important thing here? Okay, all right. So the most important skill, you might write this down because I only said once. The most important skill you must first learn when you want to start a business is the ability to sell. Okay, so if you cannot sell, don't start a business, right? Because if you cannot even sell to your friends or your family about your product, it's a bad product or services, right? Because you might be very good in what you do, but if you're not able to tell people how that this product able to benefit them, right, that would be a problem, right? So therefore, then you might say, "Hey, I'm not doing this. I'm in a company. I'm an operation. I'm a HR. I'm working in the account department." You still need to sell to your boss that you are someone deserve the raise, right? That if you want to get a help from other department, do you also need to sell your idea, right? So therefore, the first skill of entrepreneur, I don't care what type of business side gigs you want to do, you must learn this. Yeah, you must learn how to sell. Okay, so this is the way you present your idea. So now, and if you don't have this, I don't care what product you have or what service, you're not going to make this. Okay, so you must learn this. This is the only thing you must learn. So now in the Feng Shui, yeah. So in the Feng Shui, okay, let me ask you. I think some of you are attended my numerous seminar and webinar before. So do you think that the ability for me to teach, to speak, to influence is important in my job or not? Is it very important? Yes, right? Okay. So therefore, and of course, I need to learn. I need to learn this, yeah, because my chart, by default, I don't have much of this skill here. But if you know Feng Shui, don't you think people willing to give you more opportunities? People will help, will willing to listen to you more. People like you, they get inspired by your speech or something. Don't you think this is important? So if you don't have it, after you speak for like 10 minutes, people already logging off, right? No one want to listen to you, right? So therefore, I want to share with you my own way. Yeah, how do I actually set up a simple Feng Shui for myself? Because some of you are beginner, so I start with something simple first to help me to increase my ability to sell. Do you want to know this or not? Yeah, Feng Shui that you can apply immediately. All right, nice. So now let me show you how to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this very simple here. Yeah, this is the chart I'm going to share with you. This chart here is a number, right? Again, this is not a lottery number. Yeah, don't misunderstand this. This is an energy map. Okay, it's an energy map. So what is actually hold on, let me see. I can draw something. Okay, so in certain area in our house governs certain ability. So whenever we're talking about selling, the west area is represents selling, influence, inspire, or your ability to present. Okay, so therefore, when I set up my house, this sector, don't you think is important in my house? Yes, very important. The west sector. So if my west sector is missing, do you think I can see a lot of opportunities in the career I'm doing right now? No. Right? Because maybe people say, "Hey, I don't know what you're talking about," right? Or maybe people not willing to give you a lot of opportunities. Let me share with you the reason I'm able to do what I'm doing right now, because a lot of people gave me opportunities. Yeah, I don't think I'm that good, right? But somehow these people willing to give me opportunities, and I'm forever grateful for that. So some part of it, I'm sure that the Feng Shui has some credit to it, right? So of this thing here is because this sector here actually allow me to present my value in the most effective way as possible. Okay, so therefore, if I want you to check if in the future, if your career is a lot got to do with speaking, influencing, make sure that west area is good. So now, let me add a little bit here. Some of you are beginner, yeah, just listen. Yeah, I hope it will not confuse you further. So on my west area, since it's important, so I purposely, deliberately buy a house that in the west, looking out, I see a mountain. This is, I purposely select like this because I know this is my career. A lot got to do with teaching, speaking, consulting. So since west area is important, outside I see a mountain. So because in the west, see mountain, it will strengthen this area, your speaking ability. You become 10x. Okay, so it's not about your house facing. I want to look at where is the west sector is. Is the west sector looking out? Do you see a mountain? This will even 10x the opportunities. This is a trick. So that's why I tell you a lot of things that I got is not a lot of, not everything is my own effort. Yes, I did do something, but a lot of things got to do with Feng Shui, energy, Qi, and Bazi. I'll tell you this, right? Had I didn't get to use this tool, I'm not sure whether I can do what I'm doing right now. I have to be honest with you. Okay, so I got help. I use Bazi, Qi, and Feng Shui. Yeah, so this is not about the house sitting west or something, right? So when you look at your west sector in your house, so whether the house actually outside is there a mountain or not, you further power up or boost up the power of the west sector. Okay, yeah. So don't you think it's cool if you have support of all these three systems, the Feng Shui, Bazi, and Qi at the same time? Yeah, this is what I apply to myself, right? Because I will not share with you something I haven't applied before, because I always believe that the chef must eat their own cooking. Yeah, anything I share with you is something I practice myself. Yeah, there must be an application. Right? How many of you attended the RISE program last weekend? Right? Do you actually attended the bonus session where I share about the success ritual about Qi? Yeah, the reason I'm able to share with you because I practice it daily and I see it. Yeah, this is not just a concept out nothing. Because I do it, I see results, then I share with you. Yeah, it's about lifestyle, right? So this is okay. Thank you for that. Okay, so now, would it be cool if I have these three tools here? So because I'm a business coach and I'm a wealth coach, would you like to actually work with me or become a client or not? Do you actually see the benefit of doing this? Okay, so because some of you asked just now, so just to share with you something here. So I did do this, but I didn't take a lot of people. Yeah, so if you are talking about here, this is what I do, right? A business and wealth coach. So this is the fees I charge my client, and then these are the group of people that they are running their own business or they want to actually take their life to the next level. This is what I do, right? So and this is what I've been doing all this while. I try to limit to few per month. Yeah, so I can actually focus more, because the moment I take in more, right, I cannot remember every single one, right? So I try to make it more privileged. And also there's a double-edged sword on this, right? Because one thing here is a coach means it's like this. Business wealth coach means that you don't need to learn anything. I tell you how to do it, right? I just tell you, hey, what is do? This a coaching means, right? This is not a class. So, but I also discovered that if I continue to do this, right, it's like how many people are able to see like for 1 year? Limited, because every time I work on this is a one-to-one session, right? So I also ask myself, what if I can able to actually reach more people, and instead of actually doing a coaching, what if I can able to teach them? At one time, I can actually impact more people, and it also maximize my time as well, right? So I can spend like maybe 2 days work with you, but I can talk to maybe hundreds of you or even thousands of you. So instead of tell you what to do, I can show you how to do it, right? So you not only can practice on yourself, you can practice to for your family member as well. Would you like to interested to do this or not? Yeah. So if you want to interested on this, so I actually, some of you, I know a lot of you already signing up for this, but if you are new here, so I have this new program. It's called Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny. So this is a program I'm going to share with you. How do you use Qigong, Bazi, and Feng Shui to help you to take your financial destiny to the next level? And then this program here is my compilation of my work that I did with my rich clients, and then also my experience of dealing with them, and also the techniques that I use, what is working, what is not working. Then this is how I actually help them. So I'm going to share with you those techniques that I use, so you can use it as well. So some of you might think, is it hard? No, it's not hard, right? Because this is application. This is not a technical class. So it's something I teach you so you can apply immediately. Oh, I see so many of you already signed up. All right, nice. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your support. Right. So, and I'm very excited about this because I have so many content to share. So if you're interested, this one will be conducted via live stream. So just like this, you can learn this from the comfort of your own home. And then the date for this class here is 24th to 25th June, 2021. Sorry, July. What I'm talking about. It's the month of July. So, and then it's like how many months? Probably around 3 months from now. So it's a great time to plan because already reach, because the best time to create a side gigs is during the tough time, because everything is cheap right now. Do you agree? Right? If you wait until the economy bounce back, everything become expensive. Right now, a lot of empty office lot. Right, a lot of people have very talented, but you can actually hire them for a very good price. Yeah, it's a great time to do it. You don't wait until economy come back again, then only you do. That time too much competition. All right, so I'll say this is the best time for you to do this. So, and this is now how. A lot of people will ask, right? So how what can you actually learn from here? So this is some of this. I think I want to share with you, how do you discover your hidden entrepreneur profile? Just like James asked just now, right? How do I know what type of entrepreneur I am? Then I'm going to share with you this. And once you learn this, you also can learn to interpret your family chart as well. Okay, so that's the best part, because if you are doing a consultation, I only read your own chart. But now I'm telling you the techniques, so you can learn it. Okay. All right. So, and then how about the ultimate wealth machine secrets? So I'm going to share with you how do you do this, because new era is different. And how about recession proof business model? Right. So this is something you like to have, right? Because during tough time, right, there are certain economy is still thrive based on your Bazi. You want to know. Yeah. So this is one thing I want you to actually look into. And also, how about a Feng Shui entrepreneur setup? Do you like to learn how to set up a house or office Feng Shui so it will support your goal, right? I want to feel supported, right? And also finally, you know that period 9 is coming, the new normal is coming. What type of business that are period 9 compliant? Yeah, you're going to get all this great stuff here. Yeah, so do you like to learn this? Okay, so if someone asks about what is the investment here, so this is the investment price $497 for this 2 days course here. So if you are interested, I would say this very cheap here, because I want to lower down the barrier of entry so everyone can attend this. Okay, so I of course, if you ask me the value here, this one easily will exceeded $5,000. Yeah, because this compiled through my research and everything. Yeah, but I don't want to do that because I want to make sure everyone have the equal opportunities to learn something, right? So, and to this group here today, and I want to actually share with you, yeah, if you decided to join here today, so you're going to actually secure this program, yeah, for this instead of 497, you want to get this for 297. All right, so this is the thing for you. So now, I want you to think about, what value that your potential able to get it from here. Because let me tell you, I'm going to actually do this once. Right? I'm not sure we're going to do this again because I like to change different program every single time. I think if you look back on all my past program, I always do different one. So, and if you're able to see the value, and if you're able to see that you're able to earn much more, could be a possibility you earn much more, yeah, then you know which one is the right decision for you already. Right? So don't downgrade yourself, right? See bigger picture. Yeah, so this is what I can actually advise you to do. All right, so, and if you want to do this, then this is limited intake. And to encourage you further, the team already opened again another 20 slots, right, for a special bonus. So if you happen to be the first 20 who joining us, and then this slot open again for 20 only for tonight, and then this you're going to get this additional webinar called How to Read Puzzle Like a Pro. Do you like this? Yeah, so this one is for free. This one this by invitation only. I don't even sell this program, but I want to give it for those people who actually subscribe to this program. Okay, all right. So if you join now, you're able to secure this. Are you guys ready? Right. So these are the link for it. So, but right now, if you're asking about replays, of course, this, if you cannot make it to the dates, then you can actually make it to the replay. We have a 30 days replay, so you can watch as many times as possible within 30 days. All right. So you can replay, you can watch as many times within that time frame. Okay. So if you decided to do this, then this one would be the program. The link here, you can scan the QR code, or you can actually register based on the link there. And the team here also already type the link on the chat box. All you need to do just to click on it. Okay, yeah, to actually join this program here. And let me show you something here, right? So in the average MBA cost based on Google research here, will be around $60,000 to 100,000. Okay, so and compared to this, why not you do this, right? It's a Chinese metaphysics version of MBA. It's called Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny, and it's only just a small fraction of the investment, right? And then you can learn so many things that can serve you for a lifetime. Okay, all right. So, and someone say the link is not working. Yeah, so I think the coaches will help you to actually do this. Okay, someone asked about you need to check the terms and condition on the chat box, yeah, before you're able to actually proceed. All right, I know that some of you mentioned that the link is slow. I believe that because a lot of people actually are signing in right now, that's the reason. So some of you might ask, how do I know that you're able to get the top 20? Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, the moment you're able to make a payment, which means that your bonus will be secure. All right. So even you don't have PayPal, you can pay from credit card as well. Someone asked about PayPal, right? So the team, we're going to help you on that. Yeah, just talk in the chat box. Okay. So I want you to think about, you might just one decision away from a totally different life. So, and your decision will be clear only if you saw that you could reach financial freedom goal sooner than you think, right? It could be you, right? So now I ask you, is it worth it or not? Okay. All right, so let me show you again the link, the QR code here. So you get, if you secure this one here, you're going to get Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny plus the bonus, How to Read Puzzle Like a Pro. Okay, so this is something that I'm very excited about. Yeah, because I have so many contents. Yeah, I'm going to share about. I think this is something that a lot of people need. Yeah, not only for this year. I think from this year moving onwards, especially we reach period 9, you see that not a lot of people would like to work in corporate job anymore. I think you already start to see the pattern already, right? Last time people want to become CEO, COO, CFO, right? But do you see the trend already changing, right? All these big company now, they're more linear kind of structure. And this is what I'm going to actually discuss on the trend of period 9. Yeah, things are changing. So the goal here is not to wait until it happens before we do something, right? We need to prepare right now and then do it. And then someone asked about I cannot pay with PayPal. Do you have credit card? Actually, the link, all you need to do is just to click the button. After that second page, they have an option for you to pay via credit card. Okay, don't worry, because that page here, they can accept both PayPal and also credit card. Just click next. And then you presented with an option to pay by credit card. All right. So therefore, don't worry about this. I know that there's a high traffic. I'm reading the comment here. Okay. All right. So and let me just Someone say that you want to show this again. Let me show you this. Okay, so this is the link here. So let me ask you, do you enjoy what you learned today or not? Yeah, this is more important. Yeah, do you find today content valuable or not? Yes, right. So if you feel that if you're able to apply this alone, yeah, let's say I'll see that you see changes in your life. Yeah, I wish you nothing but the best on this. Okay, so and what you are seeing here is just the tip of an iceberg, right? There are much more. Yeah, with the proper system, proper structure, and then guide along the way, and you get this special bonus, how to read puzzle like a pro. Yeah, I haven't done this before, and probably I only do this once. So I will see you then.